Hi everybody, it's the Ashton from the Ashton Forever YouTube channel. This is my second video entry, and I'd just like to start off by saying, for those of you who watched my last video, I'm feeling pretty awesome right now. Nick X Micro announced that he will be back in a month or so, so if any of his subscribers are looking at this, my buddy Nick will be back online pretty soon. He's reorganizing the show and kind of retooling it so that it's more, more subscriber friendly. And he said he liked my first video blog, so I must be on the right track, and I'm just trying to keep it that way. So let's get right into it. Like I said, this is going to be about sports, my life, and movies, basically. First off, in sports, the Dallas Cowboys played the Oakland Raiders on Monday Night Football for the preseason. It's football season year round in Texas, but they actually started playing football a couple weeks ago, and Monday Night Football, this is the first Monday Night Football. Terrell Pryor, who, if you guys didn't know, from Ohio State, was suspended from, it was basically the NCAA working in concert with the NFL. He was suspended from the NCAA for his situation similar to Cam Newton's, where people thought he was receiving illegal benefits, and they found he was, and he actually got in trouble for like stealing a laptop or something like that, and they suspended him for the entire year. So he was just like, oh, I'm just going to go into the NFL supplemental draft. And he got drafted by the Oakland Raiders, and then the NFL suspended him for the entire season. Nobody really thought he was going to play. And he played in the preseason game, and he looked like he hadn't even read the playbook yet. It was really entertaining to watch him run around thinking that he was still at Ohio State. It's only preseason, but he was up against some second stringers. And so we will see, because he's going to definitely be an interesting story. Whether he's going to sink or swim is going to be interesting. It's going to be horrible to watch if he sinks. It's going to be interesting if he comes back and, makes some magic happen. And we've seen it before in the NFL, seen it before in a lot of other sports. Moving on to life. People who drink Red Bull, I'm not one of those people, but I do see and look up stuff that Red Bull does, and they sponsor extreme sports, which I'm a big proponent of, big fan of, because I think they're some of the craziest athletes on the entire planet. They just don't care. They just go, and they don't stop. And like Travis Pastrana is one of my favorite athletes of all time, and he's like number 2 on my list, basically. And Red Bull sponsors some really awesome stuff. Like they sponsor 3Style, which is like a DJ battle. And they do all these kind of really cool events like wakeboarding, skateboarding, street skate, BMX riding, street BMX, and all motorbikes. You guys have seen their commercials. Their commercials are just awesome. They go all over the world and find people who do amazing stuff and just put it on camera. And don't, no fancy stuff, no filters. They put some cool music behind it and makes it look even cooler. And I hit over 1,000+ views thanks to people out there watching. Really appreciate that. Watching other videos that I've made, specifically this week, the 2 videos that I put up that I edited together using some game film from my job, that as a video production manager for the Houston Energy, a women's football team. And so, the coach just kind of posted it on his website, and a bunch of people looked at it, and they got to see what the Energy did all season long, and it was just ridiculous. Like, you guys need to watch it. It's pretty cool. Not for the sake of giving me views, but I appreciate that. But just watch it and see what these ladies are doing, because it looks like almost professional level football, and it looks like it is professional level football. Sorry. It is professional level football, and they play on a very high level, very high speed, and it is amazing whenever I show people their stuff, because they're always just like, those are women? And I'm like, yeah, they ball pretty hard. And Laura Cantu, their 10-year quarterback, just retired this year. She graduated from the school that I'm going to right now, Texas Southern, and she's on her way to London to represent Team USA in Team USA for, I think it's the Flag Football World Championships or something like that. And yeah, so she's trying to bring home the gold for Team USA. And movies that my favorite movie, wanted to talk about it. It's really close to my heart. Warrior. It's a movie starring Tom Hardy, and it's a movie starring Tom Hardy and Nick Nolte, who he was actually put up for an Oscar for this movie, Best Supporting Actor. And it's called Warrior, and it's a movie about 2 brothers whose lives are just ruined by their father. And now it's like years and years later, they're all fully grown up. They used to wrestle. Tommy used to be a really good wrestler, and now he He had his life happen. He ran away from home with his mom. His mom died, and that's just kind of like the real messed up part about it. And now he's dealing with everything that happened afterwards. And now they've come together inadvertently through this gigantic tournament called Sparta. And I'm not gonna give it away. It's a great movie. The build up and the tension and the acting is just ridiculous. For those of you who don't know, Tom Hardy is Bane from the Dark Knight Rises. So he's a very good actor. He was in This Means War. He's a very good British actor. If you didn't know, you can't tell. It's crazy because he mimics being American so well. It's not even funny. He's like House in Hugh Jackman. They're like British actors who have like really thick British accents, but they mimic us so very, very, very well, and it's not even funny. So check that out for sure. It didn't get a lot of box office money. I don't know why. It was a great movie. My friends cried in that movie. So it is awesome. Check that out. And that is all for today, folks. Follow me on Twitter at the Ashton J. I'll put it in the bottom space over here. And that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Later, guys.